Hey, if you'd like to see previews of other luxury resort properties, or maybe interesting things about travel in different parts of the world, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my future postings.
Hi, I'm Michael. For most of my adult life, I've worked as a broker in the luxury resort industry. What if I were to tell you that there's a way you can stay in these beautiful luxury resort properties for literally pennies on the dollar without having to subject yourself to any sort of exhausting timeshare presentation or own or buy any sort of timeshare for as little as $199 to $399 a week for the entire week for your entire family?
So today we're going to preview a resort called the Sedona Summit Resort. Now, this resort is a beautiful resort located in a beautiful location. You walk in the door, you got a big spacious lobby, and then when they take you to your unit, at least in our unit, when you walked in on the left-hand side, it had a full kitchen, just like you'd have in a house or anywhere that you live. It's just a full family kitchen. Then when you walk straight ahead, it took you into the bathroom, and there was a big soaking tub, which I really liked in the bathroom, but I'll show you more about that in just a few minutes. Now, if you went to the right, you'd walk down into the living room area, and the living room area had a nice fireplace. So if you're there in the winter, it's nice to have that. And then on the wall, there was a big TV on the wall, but there was a pull-out queen-size sleep sofa also in the living room. So if you ever wanted to take another couple, you could always do that. So you could take 4 adults in this unit with no problem. And then they had a dining room table that would accommodate everybody to eat, which was also really nice. But in the bedroom, there was another sleep sofa. So I thought that was kind of neat because the bedroom, you could either put 2 people, or if you had children, you could also put some children in the bedroom, which was really nice. And the units were really nicely furnished. But as I mentioned before, one thing I really liked was that big soaking tub, because we went out hiking several times. And when we got finished hiking, it was nice to come back and get in that big bathtub and just soak in there for a while. I mean, it just made for a really relaxing half an hour, if you will. But I thought this resort was absolutely beautifully furnished. I mean, it was one of the nicest resort properties I thought that I'd stayed in. Really, really nicely furnished. And I just loved it. If you're liking this video, could you please give it a thumbs up or maybe leave a comment? And also, please remember to hit that subscribe button so that you'll stay up to date with all my future postings. So outside they had a big swimming pool, and in addition to that, well, I think we went in the pool maybe 3 or 4 times while we were there for the week, but they also had a big jacuzzi. And the jacuzzi was nice. As I mentioned, if you're hiking, if you don't want to get in your bathtub, you can always get in the jacuzzi. But the scenery around, if you're in the pool, was also very nice. And they had barbecue pits set up around the pool, so twice, I think, while we were there, we had a family barbecue night, which was lots of fun. And if you like to work out at all, they have a nice gym. The gym was pretty impressive, I thought, but they also had other things, like they had bumper pool tables and regular pool tables. They had ping pong and that kind of stuff. But if you're looking for stuff in the surrounding area, they have the Petrified Forest is really not too far down the road. This is a cool place because they have all these ancient trees, and they are like rock. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But the scenery around Sedona is just magnificent. I mean, it's some of the most pretty, beautiful scenery I've seen anywhere in the United States I've ever traveled. Just really, really gorgeous. And not too far up the road, they also have the Grand Canyon. And the Grand Canyon, I believe it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's 10 miles long and it's about a mile deep, and it's just really something to see. So if you're there, make sure you go up to the Grand Canyon.
Standing in front of a place called the Blazing M Ranch, which is just south of Sedona in a town called Cottonwood. It is a Western dinner and show, which if you're in this area, this is a very, very fun thing to do. They got people that sing cowboy songs, and there's all kind of cool stuff going here, and here I'm going to show you. But just want to tell you where we are, and let's go take a look and have some fun.
Running free, and it's waiting there for me and you.
So I drive for Red Rock Jeep.
Where do you go with the tours?
Soldiers Pass, so that's where we're taking you guys today.
And what other tours do you have besides Soldiers Pass?
We have 6 different tours. So ones that go up on top of the rim, where we climb 2,000 feet. And we have some that have panoramic views of the West Sedona area. And we have one that goes out to what we call Canyons and Cowboys, goes out to an old settler's camp.
And how often do you run the tours?
Every day, all day, from sun up to sundown. So.
And other than Jeep tours, anything else in Sedona you'd recommend doing while people are here?
Well, there's lots of things to do. Depends on what you like. If you want to hike, there's over 140 different hiking trails in Sedona and the surrounding area. There's all kinds of art galleries, restaurants. Oak Creek Canyon is a great spot to go and swim. There's Slide Rock. You can go and swim and slide down the rocks. You go right up on top of the rim to Flagstaff. It's going to be about 15 degrees cooler up there, so lots of stuff to do here.
And they have, what, balloons and helicopters and things like that too?
Balloon rides, helicopter rides. The helicopter rides will take you and show you in West Sedona where all of the Indian ruins are in the canyons. So the cliff dwellers, the Sonoguas that lived here about 550 years ago.
No kidding. Thank you very much.
Sure.
So tell us of the energy vortexes, why people come up here and what they do, basically.
Well, the vortex is about, the tourism board did a survey, and over 60% of the people that come to Sedona are looking to learn more about a vortex or visit a vortex site. And it started in the early 80s. A lady named Paige Bryant was a self-proclaimed psychic and visionary. She picked the 4 main sites, and they all follow a similar ley line. So if you drew a straight line, you can connect the 4 sites. And they emit energy. She described it as, she coined the term, the word vortex. Vortex is just a swirling of energy. And she said that they had male and female energy. The male energy is more of an upward energy. It's more of an uplifting, feelings of joy, elation. The female energy is more of a downward energy, so it would be more of introspective, emotionally based energy. And the vortex sites, if you visit them, some people can feel things, some people can't. But I think what it is with the vortex, the way I describe it, is it's a way of putting you in a frame of mind where you're in the present. You're not in the past, you're not in the future, thinking about what you have to do when you get home. You're more in the present, and when you're in the present, you feel better mentally and physically. And then that way you can tap into it either mentally, physically, or spiritually to help you solve problems you might have, or aid in positive attitudes for healing of physical ailments, or give you guidance on a spiritual level. So that's really what it is. And I think Sedona, the whole place, can captivate you that way and put you in the present and make you feel that way.
So you're saying that kind of the energy there kind of enhances more of what you already are?
It enhances what you already have, your own abilities. What it does is it's just beautiful here. It helps clear your mind. When you have a clear mind and you're in the present, we always feel better, mentally and physically.
So you're sharper to make decisions about
You're
stuff you may have been
sharper
struggling
and
with?
you're more focused to make better decisions and feel better about your health.
Very cool. Thank
Yeah.
you. Standing in an area called the 7 Sacred Pools of the Apaches, this is an area where the water drained down, and there's all these pools that are below here where it would hold the water. So the Indians always knew there was water here. The water was fresh, clean, and also the water would draw game. So it was a perfect spot for hunting. They would hide and wait for the animals to come to get, drink of water. Of course, it would supply their food. Also, under these rocks, you can't really tell it, but if you look close down here at the rocks, you can see natural crystal formations that are under the rock that are formed by heat. Crystals, they told me, form in like high heat, I believe low humidity areas, but it takes a lot of heat to do that. But at night, if you're out here, there's all these places on these rocks where these crystals are showing through. So let's say you're out here in the night and it's a full moon. All the crystals are picking up the light from the moon and sparkling in the rocks. So it would look like a magical place, and this is one of the other reasons that the Indians consider this to be a sacred place, not only because of the pools of water, but because of how the rocks just naturally sparkled and lit up at night. So can you imagine? A lot of people ask me, they say, Michael, how in the world can you afford to travel all over the world non-stop like you do? Well, the answer to that question and many others can be found at my website, travelinsiders.com.